Okay, so if you didn't understand the graphing absolute value functions and transformations, here's kind of a quick little tutorial on how to do it again. So what we're going to be doing is we're taking an absolute value function, and you should notice that every time you have an absolute value function where you have y equals absolute value of x, that it's going to make a V shape. So this V shape is just going to be transformed according to numbers on the inside and numbers on the outside. So on this one, it's a V shape, but the V shape is just moved to the left one. Now, if you forgot the standard form, it comes from this: a times the absolute value of x minus h plus k. And this h moves it left or right, okay, left or right, based on the opposite of this sign, because the negative is built into the formula. Okay, so in this example here, it's going to be moved to the left 1. See, because it's a plus 1, so you'd think it'd move it to the right, but it doesn't. It actually moves it to the left 1. So our vertex is moved over to the left 1, and then there is no number on the end, so we're not going to move it up or down. Okay, the k moves it up or down, and it's according to the number itself. So plus 5 on the outside, for example, would move it up 5. Minus 3 would move it down 3. Okay, so this one is pretty much done right here. Just moved it to the left 1, and I'm going to draw my graph like so. And that's pretty sloppy, so I'm going to instead start using an actual line. Let's see if we can't get a raise here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next one. Next one should be absolute value of x minus 2 plus 3. So this is going to be moved which way 2 and which way 3. You go ahead and make an estimate there. The correct answer is it's going to be moved to the right 2 and up 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that's where my vertex is going to be right there. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a V shape like this. Now the question comes out a lot, Mr. Clark, how skinny or how fat to make that V? And the correct answer is according to whatever is in front here. And if you notice in front of that x, it has a slope of 1. Okay, I put the 1 there. I could put it on the outside technically. We'll talk more about that later. But the slope of it is 1 over 1. So let's see how I went up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and vice versa in the negative direction because of the absolute value. Okay, so that's kind of how you do an absolute value of V. It's always going to be, I shouldn't say always, most of the time in this class it's going to be up 1 over 1. Okay, let's do another one here. This one's got which way 2 and which way 3. You go ahead and pause this video and check it out for yourself. Okay, hopefully you just unpaused it and you should get an answer of left 2, down 3. So left 2, down 3. Okay. So there's where my vertex is at, right there. Then from there, I also need to do this guy. Notice the negative. Since we have a negative, it's going to go down instead of up. So I'm going to draw my graph like this. So it's an absolute value graph, it's a V, but it's going down because of the negative. So negatives out in front flip the absolute value graphs. Alright, let's go to the next one. Oh, look, we have a quadratic. So if you don't remember what a quadratic is, anything that has an x squared, it's going to make a picture of a parabola. And every parabola looks like a U shape for the most part. It could be skinnier, it could be fatter, based off of the number in front. We'll talk more about that later on this year. So this is just going to be a parabola, no number on the inside because there's no parentheses here. So it's not moved left or right, it's just been moved this direction, which would be down 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's that, and it makes a U shape. Like that. Okay. And let's do maybe one more of those. That's an absolute value, move down 2. That's a, oh, here we go. This is our, what we're looking for. This is our quadratic moved. I don't know if you can see that from your screen there. There's a squared. Anyway, it's moved to the right 2. down 3, and flipped. So check it out. Right 2, down 3, and then it's going to be flipped. So it's going to be a U, and I didn't leave much space down there, but that's what she's going to look like. Okay? So hopefully that can get you through some of your assignments. Now I'm shutting it down.